Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Anointed Overflows. This channel is dedicated to people who are God's chosen ones, the ones who have made Jesus their Lord and Savior and the absolute ruler of their lives, the shepherd. The Lord is their shepherd. They trust him fully. Chosen ones, such as myself, we live a similar experience. Oftentimes, we are black sheep of the family. We don't follow the mold, or we try our hardest to break cycles and break from unhealthy patterns, as hard as it may be. Please pray. Please pray for me, because the battle is real with that, and I'll pray for you as well. Also, chosen ones usually don't have a lot of friends. Definitely not like earthly friends, maybe like acquaintances that you are nice to, but mostly you're a lone wolf. Mostly you're doing your own thing. You're very aware. You're deeply spiritual. So you're very niche. You're very loved by God. He sees you, I see you. And, but people don't get you. You're very deep, always have been. Okay, that's a brief description of what chosen ones are. You most likely know who that is, and sometimes chosen ones are still in the making. The constant walk, right? They can fully trust Jesus. Okay. So I want to tell you about a prophetic dream I had a while ago. I was just reminded of it. I believe it's a prophetic dream. The way it hit me, the way I woke up from it, it was a little scary. What I remember in this dream was it was a dark highway, just like a typical apocalyptic, like zombie, whatever movie. Dark highway, long, and off in the distance I could see a city or something that we were approaching. I look around, I'm in this like topless bus, or like a swamp buggy. It was this very large vehicle without a roof, and there was like lots of seating. There was probably about 30 people in it, and I was one of them. And up ahead I could see all of these like abandoned or damaged cars. I could see a fire off in the distance, and it was altogether very scary and like kind of just gloomy, and there was a lot of uncertainty and fear. But I had a sense of calmness as well, like deep within me. So the bus couldn't move anymore from this area because there was all these cars and blockages, and there was a huge fire up ahead, like I said, like almost like a plane or something had crashed. And some people were getting off, and like I was scared. I remember being scared, but I had this kind of like calmness and this this warrior spirit, this attitude, this mentality stay with me. And I decided that I was going to get off of the bus. And I was remembering in the Psalms how it says, God trains my fingers for battle. I was feeling this fear, but also this peace. And I could have stayed. I had the option to stay on the bus where there was this illusion of safety, right? A contained area. But I was like maybe one or a couple of people that decided to get off and like stay behind and figure it out. And it was very clear to me. I just had this feeling, not necessarily these words, but I had a feeling that it is my job to stay behind and take care of any others and endure to the end. And I woke up. Then I woke up. I was told, or I felt, that I was to stay behind and be in that darkness, for others, with others, in that uncertainty. And that was one thing I was certain about, and leave the comfort. Then I woke up.